What's good, fam? Sangatembo here with the entertainment headlines for the week ending June 5th, as brought to you by Zambezi Juice. We're under the weather today. It's crazy. Like, shleofa wino bat footy, na kutalala no kutalala footy. So we really under the weather like that, but I couldn't stay away. Let's look at the industry news updates first. Avena Yo Maps preview new song titled Mr. Romantic right after dropping location. Ne chimwela sana. And one thing to note is that it's catchy. It's catchy. There's not a Your Map song that's out now, unless you prove me wrong, that doesn't have a catchy element. Of course, you get one or two comments in there saying, or maybe 3 or 4 comments at this point, saying you're holding on too long to your old sound. You're holding on too long to the samples that you've already used. Move on. But you get ama comments now be saying, oh, fire on the mountain, catchy, more catchy tunes from Your Maps. Let me know what you think of Mr. Romantic. Mr. Chitambala just approved of Sheffy's verse, more like really appreciated the shout out. Oh, the man was blushing in that video, man. The man was blushing. Chef 187 dropped a new song titled Stamina, where he said, I'm gonna need Mr. Chitambala to approve my English because if sungu te sana, and it was on a perfect rhyme scheme. Mr. Chitambala heard that, or probably one of his kids had him listen to it, and he was blushing. He loved it. He was like, yo, one of the biggest names in entertainment right now just put me on a song. That's humbling. Deborah responds to haters saying Tafwala Wino and encourages Zambians to unite in selling our music out there like the Nigerians are doing. What do you think of what happened with her recently? Right after Iris dropped that see-through dress at the Fenty launch. Now with Deborah, I think 2-3 days later came through in a see-through. What are these things called? Dresses? She was showing her booty while Iris was showing the front part. Muzo's back in studio. I hear it's with DJ Mzenga Man this time. I wish the brother well. The last comeback didn't do so good. Don't know what happened. I think he had any choice of producers. I think I still remain with that same thought that DJ Mzenga Man should probably get Shinko to work with Muzo, as well as get Tony to work with Muzo. Muzo needs certain kind of beats to actually give out his best. Definitely fiancé. Mzenga should also give him some of his own stuff, but if you are going to put out another classic from Muzo, which, because I think the Massacre EP is classic, you need to incorporate Shinko or producers that are soulful enough to match with his talent, because Muzo is a real good artist, fam. So anyway, we wait. Who else was good with Muzo? Cream Dollar, God rest his soul, and Drafex? I think so. Let's see what they do. Toela Kaira says her brothers are the best in the game right now, as well as J-Max na Yo Maps. These are really killing it. Some page asked on Facebook the other day, is Toela onto something or wako ni wako? By that meaning, is Toela actually telling the truth, or is there nepotism out here because those two are her brothers and J-Max na Yo Maps are essentially Kopala swag? Let me know. Let's move on to industry drama right quick. Chellah says he has no beef with Macky2. It's just controversy. Yo, Wafia, our presidential photographer, Wafia. Man, I don't even want to talk about this, but it's too much drama surrounding that man. And now Umsepela Crown is also weighing in, as he's just dropped a new track directed at Chellah titled Chellah Performance, where he takes aim at him in all sorts of ways. You need to check that out. But recently, I think Chellah talked about Macky2 not being as big as any of the Nigerian artists that come through, because they are more organized, yada, they charge more. And I really didn't even pay too much attention to that, but they had a little thing going on that caused people to talk about it this way, to say, nah, beef. FJay, the king king of, expressed disappointment in Nexus Music on how they handle their music distribution and internal affairs. He was on a interview, I think, promoting his new single titled Dobi, where he said he's not signed to any label. Urban Hype is. But Urban Hype hasn't released a single in 2 years because Nexus only focuses on trendy artists or viral artists that are happening in the moment and forgets other artists on the label. And that's the reason why T-Sean, Essie, I think Afunika, and Sheffy left. That's what he said. And from what we've been seeing, there's been a little bit of neglect kuma artists abakwebati na potential mwalimu na bakulu abena Afunika, abena T-Sean. Who would sleep on T-Sean, fam? T-Sean even dropped a rap song as he left Nexus, because you get to see people like Yo Maps join the crew and immediately drop songs, being flown out and doing all sorts of things. Aqualaskin comes through, immediately joins forces. Navena Tidwale, Navena Zaven. These are the young and trendy. I think that's what FJay means by saying they focus more on the young, hip and trendy, like the Toelas who are like fresh blood, while they have all these other acts on the label like Crazy, Afunika. Who else was on Nexus? Bali bengi. But you find that bamo ile mwenyewe kwa tibari kwa takuka special treatment bambi te sana. Label taile balancer. And I feel like that's where the disappointment came in. With regards to FJay, let me know what you think. Organizational structure mlaimona polaka. And with that said, let's get to music news. Olijaba just dropped. I love the album cover. The back cover should have been the front cover, in my opinion. There should have been no writing, no Olijaba, because the Olijaba tag has been in our minds forever and we know that's the album. His name shouldn't have been there because we know Macky2 is one of the most famous faces in the country. So for me, if I were Sean Kester, which I'll never be, I'd be like, yo, your face is known already. Let's use this bomb. Plus you're owning the Shaka Zulu reference from all this time people have been making fun of you. So use it. Plus you're Batumbukai. Yeah, same thing, man. I'm Zenga, so we can all, it's our culture. Use this and it's a nice close-up. The back cover with the spear. Use it, parental advisory. That would be like classic front album cover. Kubaki limbiro tuwavika ile ya bufumu ile ilipantanshi na wakapaso na Olijaba pakati na I don't know, man. The one I got first is the one I'm feeling. The second one, not so much. Both of them are clean though. The design is nice. I just don't feel like writing at this point at Macky2 in Olijaba. Anyway, for the Zambian masses, I know these guys have a target market, but for me, I'd just go in with no name, man. People know who you are. People know you cover Olijaba nangunishani Olijaba. That imbako ifidifionse mupondo. That would have been crazy, man. That would have been crazy. I swear that would have been crazy. I'm just thinking outside the box. That would have been bold, but that would have been a risk worth taking. So I like the back cover more than I like the front cover. So I wish things were this way. But anyway, they are both the cover, right? Okay, go enjoy the album. There's McKnight producing on there. There's Icon producing on there. There's Mag44. There's features from Harmonize. There's Wezi. There's Sheffy. There's AKA with it's about to be a beautiful night. Yeah. Yeah, man. The music is out. Mr. Faga just dropped a new song with Chef 187. Alpha Romeo's Voices album is out now. Brown has a new single too, and he's singing this time around. Check it out. And with that said, catch me next time with more entertainment headlines as brought to you by ZambeziJuice.com. Oh yeah, and before I forget, Zambia lost 3-1 to Ivory Coast the other day, which gave Zambian musicians the ammunition to speak on it, saying, "Shirimpia mutwala kufutu shirya. Peniko na ife mwachira mo bena Aqualaskin bali ingila mo I think na King Illest now, the more it seems there's a balance that's needed to Ministry of Arts. The same way people pay attention to football is the same way the arts need to be appreciated so that tumone kwe fimbi bantu twalalusa sana pakati hapa. But I know football 90 ilo sometimes kula bamwalusa mwawina bola ni win na lose, but Zambian musicians have said the Zambia national team wabapera sana ama chances zero kwali bendala mafulu, and I totally agree because yambiama disciplines compared to football and how loved and respected it is, Empia Shibamumudia. Atali. Not even basketball gets that much love. I don't even think boxing gets that much love. But Bola Turusa fading, and we have star players playing outside my clubs and doing wonders, but when they come home, yeah, it's not been great lately. Last time we really performed to the best of our ability, the whole nation was proud, neither in Africa Cup, I think. After that, a few more times, then we went on this losing streak. Shut up, man up. So maybe let's try music. I'm still on music. Olijaba for my network of tracks. Do you think Macky2 only prepared 12? Or could there be a deluxe edition coming, or a disc 2 or something? Just let me know what you think, man. And from listening to the entire album, which is out now, I'm thinking there could be a surprise disc 2. I'm just thinking. What do you think?